I will start by really first appreciating where St. Onome has taken me from. And I'll start by also mentioning something I value so much by Will Rogers, that if you find yourself in a hole, you invite me to teach that. If you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. And where I'm coming from is I was an employee, and I discovered that things were not really working as a lecturer in the university and other things that I was doing. And so I thought, let me get into entrepreneurship. So I stopped digging a hole of rat race. Unfortunately, Roger Wells forgot to say that you should also be careful not to fall into other holes dug by ignorance. So, St. Onome has shown me that I was so ignorant of many things. I'll just mention a few, and maybe you identify with me. The first one was that I had a basket which had big holes. Any one of us who has ever found themselves in that position, where you earn a lot of money, but then the hole is so big so that the basket never fills up. And that is where I was. Simple things like black tax, those are things I've learned here, where you are told that my mom is coughing and you just send money. Someone else, whatever, you don't even question. And maybe you're even borrowing so that you can send and appear to be good. Things like this sending of money, the transaction fees and all that. I was surprised when we were asked to do that calculation, and I realized that no wonder I'm still lagging behind some bills here and there. So that was one of, and very many liabilities, by the way. But then I learned that I can seal that hole by being very careful and mindful of how I spend money. From day one, from when we started the class, I have literally, in fact, not even day one, negative days, because during the open day, I learned that we need to be writing down every expense, and that is exactly what I do to the latter, to the last coin. The second area I was very ignorant on was in investment inconsistency. I've always known that it's good to invest, and I've always tried, but I've not been consistent. I remember one time investing in government bonds, infrastructure, some years back. And upon amortization, I took the money. I wish I had done St. Onome before, because I would have reinvested. You remember we were taught about reinvesting, I should have reinvested. I would be having some more millions. In fact, I would be richer. Unfortunately, also from where I come from, you want to always have money. Kamau Karaoke. You always want to have some money. So upon amortization, I took that money. I don't know what I did with it. The other area that St. Onome has really impacted me is on, wow, this is a good one. Money market funds. In fact, I have so many accounts. I don't know what for. But in the banks. Only to discover that is not the best way to do. Immediately we came for the open day. Before class 1, I opened an MMF account. And without humility, I have been so disciplined that I have already grown it to 17% of the emergency fund that I'm supposed to build. If you don't clap for me, niwevu. All right. I didn't know those kind of things exist. Only to discover that there are so many. Today I'm so sensitive that I even know that Safaricom has opened one. Isn't it? Is it 2 days, 3 days ago? We were told that you get what you're looking for. Now that we are keen on that, you will always identify this kind of MMFs and other better ways of saving money. And I'm earning something out of it. The money that has been lying idle in some other accounts, now it's giving me something. So I feel so good about that. And number 4, maybe the last one for that part, or where I was insensitive, was time value of money. Man, we did some calculation. We were asked, if you want to sustain the current lifestyle that you are living today, in 20 years from now, how much should you then be earning that time? You remember that question? I calculated mine. I should be in 20 years' time be earning about 3.367 million per month. If you missed that class, go and get your monthly income, multiply by 6.73, and you know how much you should be earning. And if you want to know whether you'll be earning that, just look at 20 years back, what you were earning. And most likely it's not very different from what you're earning now. So that was quite a big thing for me. So that now I'm very keen on investing. And what I took from the class really is that it's not just about knowledge, but applying. Trying to, when do I invest so that at least I can be able to earn that kind of money from different sources, because employment might not give that. All right. The last one. This might be a bit subjective. The insurance myth. I don't know how many of us were feeling like when we were doing the class on insurance, are they marketing insurance? But then I discovered that I had the wrong information. And you know, better lack of knowledge than possession of the wrong knowledge. So I had the wrong knowledge. Just because I had lost some money out of my own ignorance, you stop remitting, and then the account starts eating into your own money. And then I started complaining. Only to discover, with the right choice, I can be able to get some very good insurance. And we were told that insurance is money protection, isn't it? Yeah, so I really appreciate Centonomy for that.